What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Blue here for another My Aquarium Box unboxing. So today we're going to be doing the My Aquarium Box unboxing for the month of November 2018. And today's box a little bit on the light side, but doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad box. It's funny, last month it was super heavy and now it's pretty light. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. It's taped, so haven't opened it myself yet, have no idea what's inside. So we're going to open this guy up real quick, see what's going on with this month's box. Okay, so for the winners of this month's Mega Box is going to be Monk's Reef and Sean Peck. And then the free box, winner for the free box is B. Chalfin. I think I pronounced that right, not 100% sure. But to win the Mega Box, you have to make an unboxing video with My Aquarium Box. And to get the free box, you have to post a picture of your box opened with all the goodies in it to Facebook to win a free box. Now, to win the free box, you do have to be subscribed to the My Aquarium Box. It's not one of those no post is necessary things, but, you know, you get the boxes and you do that, you have a chance to win. I've actually won both so far. I've gotten one Mega Box and I've gotten one free box, which is pretty cool because I usually never win anything. And it's not like I'm a big YouTube channel or anything like that, so that's really awesome. Alright, so we get a card with some codes for some goodies. If you're in the, wanting to get some online orders for stuff, coral, fish, plants, stuff like that. And then we have a cheat sheet, which in the beginning when I was getting these boxes, I wasn't getting the cheat sheets, but I'm getting them now. But we'll go through that at the end. I like to be surprised. So, first item in the box, it's a mesh bag. Looks like this is one of those media bags, which is nice, because for some reason, it's hard for me to find these in stores. So, nice that I'm getting a media bag. These are always very helpful. You can put either, you can do carbon, or you could do, those little balls. They have all types of different medias you could put in this guy. So, little mesh bag. Or if you don't want to use it for media, you could always just use it as a little bag to hold items in. If you got like loose items or something you need to organize or anything like that. But I think because of the mesh, this is most likely going to be a media bag. It's got a Velcro, which is nice because you don't have to worry about the Velcro rusting or going bad inside your tank. Really nice thing to have for your tank. Next item, we have, looks like a sponge for glass only, not for acrylic. So it's a cleaning sponge. Got some smudges or anything like that. Like I might have smudge right here. No smudge right there, but, to clean your glass up. Probably maybe like a magic eraser kind of thing. Huh, this is an interesting item. Something that's kind of wet. Maybe a plant? This is new. And it's got like a little thing in there. And it looks kind of like a plant. I'm not 100% sure on that. I actually need to get some more lighting in this room. Hold on a second. Ever since that time change, it's been getting dark fast. But, yeah, it looks like some type of plant. I've never seen this before. I'll have to look on the cheat sheet to see what this is. I have no idea what this item is. But it's different. That's cool. Ooh, nice. Some Kimi Pure Blue. This is high quality carbon for your aquarium. I'll probably put it in the little, oh man, I forgot the name of that. It's not a sump. It's a canister filter. It's a Magnum by... Oh, I forgot the name of it. But, I wanted to get extra flow in the tank. And, I really like that filter because, one, it acts as for flow. And two, it acts as filtration. So I'm getting two things, in one. Takes up a little bit of landscape space, but I like it. The only thing I probably have to say I don't like about the Magnum is you see all the bubbles in the tank. I actually don't like all the bubbles, but at least the tank's getting well oxygenated, so that's a good thing. And it's kind of different because you don't see too many people have tanks that have bubbles all over the place like that, the micro bubbles, but some people don't like that type of stuff. Me, I'm like, kind of like it, kind of don't like it. One thing that's really crazy though is I've been getting a lot of coralline algae. Like it's been growing all over the glass, almost to the point where it's kind of like making it difficult to see out of the glass. I wish it would grow in the back. It doesn't want to grow in the back, but it grows all over the front of the glass. It's pretty crazy. And looks like we got some more little inserts for coral, some frag plugs. I haven't really been experimenting with corals lately. Corals are pretty pricey, and since I started my new job, been having to buy a lot of power tools and stuff like that. So I'm a plumber. But yeah, eventually I might maybe want to try some new coral. It'd be a good opportunity to try some new coral, and if they start to grow, you can always break them off and put them on a little frag plug so they can repopulate somewhere else. And then one thing that I heavily like about this this box is every month they give you food, which is always useful. It always helps to have food. So this month's is a color enhancing Omni pellet. It says high intensity color enhancing fish food, 1.5 millimeters, slow sinking omnivore pellets. So this is their branded food. Most of their food I've been getting has been pretty good. Just the only thing I haven't really cared for was those little algae flake things. But that's because I don't really have any fish that like eat, heavy algae eaters. But we'll introduce some of this food into the tank right now, see how the fish like it. And it looks like that's all the items that came in this month's My Aquarium Box. So probably one of my favorites, since I've never had anything like this before, is this weird plant. This thing's crazy. Well, first, let's go ahead and feed the fish, see how they like the food. Oh, see, they already know it's like eating time. They're like all at the top, like, where's our food? Where's our food? We want it. We want it. It says it's slow sinking, but it sinks kind of fast. I've seen stuff sink a lot faster than this stuff, but it sinks at a decent speed. Seems like all the fish are liking it, though. They're all going for it. Throw in just a tiny bit more. See, so fish approved. They love it. Something that you already have to get, they get it for you. You don't have to worry about going to the store, like, oh, I ran out of fish food, I need to buy more food. In fact, I have so much fish food that I'm probably never ever going to run out, because they give you a lot of food. It's not like a little sampler. At first, when I first got into this, I thought it was going to be samplers, but they give you a lot of food. So we're going to check the cheat sheet scorecard real quick. I'm curious about that plant. So, let's see. Up at the top, we got the My Aquarium Box color pellets. That's a $10 value. Boyd Enterprise Kimmy Pure Blue. That's $11 value. Green Oasis Farms. That's who sells it. Red Mangrove Propagulus for refugiums. Oh, it's for refugium. $10.99. I don't have a refugium for this tank, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can, like, Or maybe I'll just put it in the tank. I don't know. I mean, I don't see what's the problem putting it in the tank. I might just put it in for decoration or something. See how it does. Aquarium Supply, Melamine Glass Cleaner Sponge. Yep, so that's a sponge for cleaning glass. Velcro Filter Media Bag. See, it's a Velcro one, which is nice because you don't want those ones with the zippers. I mean, they're better than nothing, but the one with the zippers, if they're a metal zipper, they can rust, especially in salt water. You don't want that. It's going to rust and cause problems in your tank. Total value for this month's box was $42.95. And then they have a code for this month. That's a first for November to save 15% off everything at the My Aquarium Box store. So go ahead and use that code if you want to get any items, any specific items on their website for 15% off. So once again, I'd like to thank My Aquarium Box for today's box. Probably my favorite item. Well, I'm going to try out this guy. I'm going to see if I can put it in the tank. It says it's for refugium, but maybe I'll place it in the tank somewhere. It might be interesting. But I'll need to do some research on this stuff. I need to see how it works. Like, how far can this thing go in? Like, is it only going a little bit? Does it go completely submerged? I have no idea. I've never seen this stuff before. But if you guys know or are very familiar with this stuff, please leave a comment for me explaining what it is and best way to use it. And I will definitely try to use it in my aquarium. I don't have a refugium, though. Heads up for that. Don't have a refugium. But I'll do some research on this stuff and see what I can do with it. But that's this month's box for My Aquarium Box November 2018. Overall, it's a pretty good box. I enjoyed it. Especially, this is the biggest item, the hottest item for me. This guy. Media bags are always nice. I never have enough of these guys. I sometimes have to overfill them, or I only have one, so I can't really use carbon. But what's also nice about the Kimmy Pure Blue is it comes in a pouch already, so you don't have to worry about putting it in a media bag. And this is always great if you have like water quality problems and you need to kind of, pull out some stuff in your water. This is a great option for that. Might maybe even introduce it into my tank because I've been getting some pretty gnarly algae lately in my aquarium. My red algae is pretty much almost gone away. There's a couple little spots, but I don't mind if it's a little bit. Before it was just covered. The whole tank was covered in red algae, and yeah, I wasn't really happy about that. It was just too much red. Kind of looks like my first tank I ever did, which is over here. My first tank I ever did, it's starting to get some red algae. Not as bad as my main tank, but it's getting quite a bit of algae. Don't have as much in that one. That was my first tank I ever started, and you don't always have to get a super high-end expensive tank. You can just start off with something simple like what I did. This was just a 20-gallon basic squared tank. I just have I have a filter just at the top. I bought a little protein skimmer. It works okay. It's like a $50 protein skimmer on Amazon. And then over here I got a pump right there, a little glass cleaner, and then just a couple of rocks and sand. Got one anemone in there, 2 clownfish, and the little blue damsel. And that tank's been doing okay. It was my very first saltwater tank, so you don't always have to go big and crazy expensive. You can just do some pretty simple stuff. And yeah, the only thing I'd probably say is this in the beginning: buy salt water from a store. Don't try to make it yourself. Just start with the basics, and then when you're ready to like move up to salt water, making your own salt water and stuff like that, then you can work on it then. But otherwise, yeah, just take it easy. Just get basic stuff just to get you going and go from there, But I hope everybody enjoyed the video. It's a little bit longer than I normally do it. I'll leave one more minute up for you guys to view my tank, my main tank, my 35-gallon. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments for me. And want to try something different, I'll answer people's questions on next month's video if people want to leave questions on this month's video. I noticed a couple videos ago some people actually commented and wasn't expecting that, so figured maybe I should add that in my videos. If anyone's got any questions for me or anything like that they'd like me to offer next month's video, please leave a comment. I'll look it over before I start the next video for next month and answer them during that video. Well, I thank everybody for watching my video. Have a good Thanksgiving this year, and we'll see you guys next month in December. Thanks again. Have a good night.